Hey, ¿cómo están? Yo soy Johnny, bienvenidos a Por el Rumbo. Hoy estamos en el centro histórico de nuestra CDMX maravillosa y hoy vamos a entrevistar a un chavo de Nueva York que empezó teniendo un website que ahora es una agencia creativa. Vamos a checarlo. Y bien, amigos de Servicio de Agencia, estamos por el rumbo aquí con Joshua Kissi. Yo la verdad es que pues siempre que estoy con ustedes, siempre estoy tratando de conocer gente interesante y justamente Joshua tiene un website que terminó siendo una agencia creativa y vamos a platicar de eso. I'm very excited. Thank you very much.
Thank you for guys for having me.
So, back in 2008, you decided with Travis to found this this website, this blog. How do you describe the beginning of the street etiquette?
We wanted to document our style, and the internet was the perfect place to put that. So we developed a website called Street Etiquette. And at the time we were writing, so we're doing a little bit of writing about each garment. So let's say we do a cargo pant. We would break down the cargo pant and talk about the history, where it comes from, the military, and stuff like that. So that's how we started out. So we're kind of like archaeologists of style at first.
Okay. I think we all in the world, we are obsessed with Caucasian. So the celebration of your website, I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. I think it's amazing to see how great different people look in styles.
Absolutely. Because there was no real voice for like morenos or no voice for
I like
style.
that, morenos.
There was no voice for like, you know, people of color, black people, when it comes to style. So when we did the website, a lot of people started to attract to it. A lot of people started to feel like they could relate to us.
Yeah.
At first, we didn't think it would be that big. Then after a while, we saw a lot of people, whether from Brazil, whether from Mexico, whether from Puerto Rico, New York. Like everybody started to kind of relate to it. Yeah, all types of people. So it wasn't easy. So it took like 3 or 4 years to come to a point where you could have clients. But now we work with like Adidas and US Open and so many other brands we work with.
Because you became a voice.
A voice of reason, like a buffer between like the corporations and like everyday people. Because we're still everyday people, but we know how to consume product, but we know what visually speaks to people.
There's the website and the Instagram.
The Instagram, exactly, Tumblr.
I love your Instagram because
thank you.
It captures everyday life, but with a twist, with this style, and also I like the nostalgic. You love like
history.
You are into vintage, I think, right?
No, definitely. We did a lot of vintage and thrift shop because we couldn't afford all of the high fashion, expensive.
Me either.
So it makes you get a little bit more creative to go into a thrift store and develop your own style and walk out and feel good about spending $30, and looking good.
And what about Mexico?
Mexico is amazing. Like I've seen so much different inspiration, and it's crazy to be here. I was just in Tokyo like 4 weeks ago, and there's so much style there, and there's so much like design. But I think Mexico City is right there with Tokyo for me.
I don't know. It's an amazing city. It's my city.
I don't think it gets enough like credit. Like it should be. Like New York City, Mexico City, like for no, seriously.
Well, it's a huge city.
Yeah, so many people.
We are a lot of people.
It's been so inspirational.
It's a catalog of textures.
Yeah, definitely colors, like everything. Like the way you guys like keep the traditional aspect but still build new and modern like architects.
There's a lot of stuff like that the Mexican culture can relate to street etiquette, like in a straight
absolutely
line.
No, we do the same because Travis is West Indian and I'm West African, but we're both first generation in America. But a lot of our friends are, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Latino, all types of like we all relate to each other because our parents speak another language.
And how do you see the whole project like in 5 or 10 years?
Who knows? We'll probably have like Street Etiquette Mexico. We'll be here, like, be all around. No, who knows? We're open to travel and open like when we travel, we want to come and like impact the culture, impact the people. So let's say we come to Mexico, we'll work with brands and people and creatives here to develop a new voice, to develop something that's great for people to consume, you know.
Well, I think you definitely impact people. You impact me.
Oh, thank you.
And we are here. So it's amazing. I really want to thank you to this interview and also the work to inspire us to be ourselves, to be different, to honor our past, because that's another amazing stuff about street etiquette. Like honor the past, the roots, and celebrate the present through the future.
Exactly. No, that's my whole ethos of thinking. Like I love that. Like it's what we stand for.
This whole inspiration or your trips and the things. Do you have like 5 things that you admire in life, like people or photographers or something?
It's hard to say who exactly.
Well,
no,
you live in New York City.
Yeah, so I mean, just like the everyday person, I find like, you know, the beauty in that everyday lifestyle and people living their own lives and living to their own beat, you know, and what they find inspirational. So I just find like people's own individualism I find really inspirational.
Maybe the energy that people project.
Definitely. I think that's what makes New York is the energy. And I feel the same energy here in Mexico City.
And you're downtown.
In downtown, like, exactly. It's lively. Like we hear all the music and like all through the night. So it's great to like experience that.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, yeah.
Y bien amigos, él fue Joshua. Ustedes pueden entrar a Street Etiquette. Ustedes pónganlo en Google y van a encontrar todas sus redes. Y obviamente también entren a serviciodeagencia.com. Yo los veo en la próxima cápsula de Por el Rumbo. Cuídense mucho. Gracias.
Gracias.